Maybe you need to sign something, but you don't have a pen. What do? You ask another person if you can use their pen, and you promise that you will give it back to them when you're done using it. When someone gives you something and you promise that you will give it back to them later, that is called borrowing. And you probably already know the word borrow, but you might not be using it correctly. So today, we are talking about the words borrow, lend, and loan. I'm Teacher Mike. I help adults like you learn real English that they can use in their daily lives. I post 3 new videos each week, one on Sunday, one on Tuesday, and one on Thursday. So if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications to make sure that you see all of my new videos. Today I'm going to explain how to use the words borrow, lend, and loan correctly, and I'm also going to give you some useful phrases and sentences that you can use in your daily life. In the situation that I described a moment ago, you borrowed a pen from someone. The word from is very important here. When you borrow something, you are the person receiving it, not the person giving it. You can never borrow something to someone. You can only borrow something from someone. This might seem obvious to you, but I'm trying to make this part very clear because lots of English learners make this mistake. They say things like, "He borrowed me his pen," and that is not correct, because borrow is never about giving. It's only about receiving. If you are giving something to someone, they are borrowing it. You are lending it. You lend something to someone. You borrow something from someone. So if you need a pen, you can ask someone, "Could I borrow a pen?" Or, "Do you have a pen I could borrow?" And they might answer, "Sure, you can borrow a pen." Or, "Yeah, I have a pen you can borrow." You can also use the word lend, but you need to change the sentences a bit. For example, instead of saying, "Could I borrow a pen?" you can say, "Could you lend me a pen?" And instead of saying, "Do you have a pen I could borrow?" you can say, "Do you have a pen you could lend me?" Also, when making requests and asking for help, we often start with, "Do you think?" This is a way to make your request softer and less direct. It shows the other person that you know that you might be bothering them, or you know that they might not be able to help you. So, when requesting to borrow something, we sometimes ask, "Do you think I could borrow?" Or, "Do you think you could lend me?" For example, "Do you think I could borrow a few dollars?" Or, "Do you think you could lend me your phone charger?" Also, when you are done borrowing something, you give it back. You can say "give it back," or you can say "return it." And when we are talking about money that was borrowed, we often say "pay someone back." For example, "He borrowed money from me 2 months ago and he still hasn't paid me back." Or if someone asks to borrow money from you, you can ask, "When will you pay me back?" The word loan is mostly used as a noun, which means an amount of money that you borrow. For example, "I got a loan from the bank." However, you can also use it as a verb, and when you use it as a verb, it means the same thing as lend. So you can ask someone to lend you money, or you can ask someone to loan you money, and they mean the same thing. And if you found this video useful and would like to help support this channel, please don't forget to give this video a like and leave a comment. Doing these 2 things really helps my channel, and it also helps other English learners like you because it tells them that this is a good video to watch. That's all for today. I hope you learned something. Thank you for watching.